Good morning and have a prayerful, peaceful, and positive day. This Saturday, the end of the week. Today, church celebrates the feast of Saint Luke the Evangelist. We have four Gospels and four evangelists. The first one being Matthew the Evangelist. He has written his Gospel basically for the Hebrew community. That's why he quotes left and right from the Old Testament. Whenever he wants to speak something, he quotes it from the Old Testament. When it comes to the shortest gospel, Gospel of Mark, we see this gospel is an essential gospel, bare minimum he has placed. And when it comes to Gospel of John, it is a heavily laden, theologically founded, very deep founded meaning. It's not easy for ordinary people to understand the Gospel of John. But when we speak about the Gospel of Luke, it's the universal gospel. Most easily readable, understandable, and graspable gospel we can call. The stories that he talks about, the parables that he gives, and the very simple and straightforward language of the people that he gives is a wonderful example of how the divine word can be given to people in a very, very uh, easy to understand way. And Luke was a physician, and he had contact with the people, and he knew how to be in touch with them, how to make them understand, and how to make them follow Jesus. And that's what he wrote the Gospel of Luke, as well as he has placed the history of the early church by Acts of the Apostles. Today, when we celebrate the feast of Saint Luke the Evangelist, Saint Luke the Apostle of God, Saint Luke, the one who has written the history of the church in a very, very beautiful manner, we should be able to recognize God's mission in the ordinary hustles and bustles of life. God is not present in tough situations of life, the great grandeurs of life, but He is present in the very simple and ordinary situations of life. We should be able to meet Him in the very ordinary happenings of life. We should be able to meet Him in the very small little happenings of life. He's not there in the great grandeurs of the nature. He's not there in the mighty sounds of the nature. He's there in the very silence of the people. He's there with people who are in the struggling realms of life. God is someone who is walking with the ordinary people in the ordinary situations of life. May God, who has called us to be in His loving presence, wherever we go and whatever we do, He's asking us to revisit our commitment to Christ, our commitment to God, our commitment to Jesus through the mission. The gospel speaks about 72 people being sent out. We are also sent out, especially in this year of synod. When we speak of synod on synodality, it is once again the essential ingredients of mission: communion, participation, and mission. CPM. That's what we are called to be. We are called to be lambs sent among the wolves to preach the gospel, find God in the ordinary situations of life, and share that mission with everyone around us. May we become the evangelists of today, and may we become the proclaimers of tomorrow. May we continue to be the prophet of God, where we speak for God and God guide us in our daily mission. May Luke the evangelist continue to intercede for our mission and for all that we do for the proclamation of the gospel and the spreading of the mission of Jesus. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself, and may God bless you abundantly on this day.